I love what it says in Luke chapter 2 and verse 16, and they came with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in a manger. And then it says, the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they'd seen. Well, I listened to a song I wrote a few years ago called Christmas Time, and it reminded me of what happens at the first Christmas, where young and old, angels and humans were all singing. Spirit songs broke out at the coming of the heavenly song into our somber and silent world that very special night. And two of the 5 songs sung 2,000 years ago really blessed me. They were the song of the angel armies and the shepherds. Now the Bethlehem herdsmen were watching over their sheep that would be sacrificed at the temple a few miles away, when suddenly the angel of God's presence appeared to them. And they were absolutely terrified and overwhelmed by the brilliance he carried from the very presence of God's throne. Soon after, the angel tells them that the Messiah is born and where to find him. The sky splits apart, and an incalculable number of celestial luminaries appear and begin to sing on the top of their voices. Now, scholars say these holy messengers marched out of heaven in military formation, singing the song they'd prepared on the other side. These mighty ones, as the Bible calls them, were created to sing praises to God. Now, how majestic were these majestic messenger songs? They must have been incredible. I can't even imagine what they sounded like. But the events of the birth of Jesus was a busy time for the angels. Different ranks of angels were involved in the giving of birth announcements to the baby's father and mother and family members. But why was the announcement of Jesus' birth given to the shepherds? That's a strange thing. See, shepherds were considered young, low-class rebels, often stealing from homes as they moved their flocks across or through the countryside. They didn't have the cultural status to warrant a heavenly visitation like this. They could not appreciate such a glorious musical presentation from heaven. So why were they chosen to be the audience of this song sung by thousands and thousands of mighty military angels? Well, one reason is that Jesus did not come to the righteous and the religious, nor to the winners and the wealthy, but to the simple and the sinner. You see, they received this birth announcement by special delivery from heaven because the Messiah had come to the average person, seeking and saving those who were lost. Another reason might be that the shepherds, the sacrificial lamb's guardians, were notified that the sacrificial lamb had come. Isn't that brilliant? So the shepherds ran to Bethlehem to find the Christ child as fast as they could. There was the newborn, snuggled in warm cozy rags. And though there might have been nothing special about him or his appearance, there was a spiritual witness in their hearts. And we know this because they returned in the middle of the night and they sang on the top of their lungs, just like the angel army did. But wait a minute. The shepherds are not singers. Yeah, I know. That's what's so impactful. After seeing Jesus, the hope of the world, they began to praise and glorify God. And the word praise there is singing praise. It's a musical term. Praising God, giving him honor. So these non-musical outdoorsmen returned to their late night shift or work, singing spontaneously after encountering the Christ child. What a beautiful thing. So, as I mentioned in my book, Sing to the King, song often breaks out when we have a visitation from Jesus. Music and singing are an essential part of the kingdom of God and the kingdom of heaven. Whether you're musically gifted or not, it doesn't matter. It's not about talent. It's about a spiritual song. The angelic song the shepherds heard changed everything. The song from heaven became the song on earth. The evangelist of heaven birthed the evangelist on earth, who were the first to spread the gospel or the good news of Jesus Christ. So the roaming shepherds became the first itinerant preachers and worship leaders. Wow. Genuine encounters with Jesus, people, naturally lead us to singing praise. So I encourage you to respond to the visitation of Jesus in your life with gratitude and praise. The shepherds remind us that encountering Jesus leads to worship. It leads to transformation and a testimony that impacts others. And these shepherds challenge us to carry the joy of His presence into our everyday lives, glorifying and praising God for all that we've seen and all that we do. So I pray this helps you, it encourages you, and equips you to the power of singing. So have a very merry and melodic Christmas. God bless.
Wise men with treasures, angels and shepherds, it's Christmas time. Jesus is given, sin is forgiven, it's Christmas time.